Good evening. My name is John, and this is the Homestead Diary. Sort of a quick video, just some things that I've been thinking about, things that I've been talking about for a long time, and a lot of other people have been too, in regards to food shortages. If you're not subscribed to Ice Age Farmer, with Christian Westlake is the gentleman who puts on that broadcast, whether it's on YouTube or subscribe to him on Patreon or Telegram, Ice Age Farmer. I would highly recommend that you subscribe to him. He's been talking about coming food shortages for years. I've been following him for 4 years, 3 years. It's been a while. Same thing with Adapt 2030, although he's been not as prolific recently, but talking about the mini ice age, or the grand solar minimum that we are have entered, and is affecting our crops and their production and whatnot. Our world is fixing to change. You know, we've become very accustomed to a very comfortable lifestyle here in the US of A, and it's not going to be that way. Some people say, I mean, you've already been in the grocery stores and you've seen the rise in prices pretty much across the board. I mean, I've mentioned that before, and it's kind of a no-brainer. Anybody that has eyes to see and ears to hear, as they say, knows that something is going on, that things are not okay, and they are at least thinking about buying a little bit more food each week than they consume on a weekly basis. And my recommendation to you, based on what I have been personally doing for a long time, and a lot of people that I know have been doing for a long time, that I've been preaching for a long time, is you need to buy more, a lot more than you think you're going to need. Because right now, food is plentiful. Supplies are plentiful. And when you are purchasing more than you need in times of plenty, it's called buying insurance, essentially. You're paying a little more for things that you think you might need in the future. I mean, everybody has car insurance, homeowners insurance, all that kind of stuff, life insurance, and you just see this money going out the window, and when do you need it? I don't know. I've used car insurance a couple of times when I was an idiot driver, but since then I have paid thousands of dollars for car insurance, because just in case. Well, you can spend thousands of dollars or a few $100 a month on extra beans, rice, corn, whatever the food is that you use frequently. You need to buy more of it, a lot more, because you may think, oh, that bag of beans, which a year ago was $1 for 2 pounds, is now $2 for 2 pounds. That's too expensive. You know what? 6 months from now, it might be $4 for 2 pounds or $8 for 2 pounds. Now is your opportunity to buy more than you think you need. It's just the thing that you need to do. And you know, worst case scenario, all these people who are talking about coming food shortages, including myself, are wrong. And I hope we are, but I don't think so. Hopefully, 6 months from now, you look back and you say, gee, John on the Homestead Diary was saying, maybe you should buy extra food. And I bought $1,000 worth of rice. Well, now you're good on rice for the next 10 years. You know what? Rice, properly stored, doesn't go bad for 30 years. And that's in, Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers. If you keep it in the freezer, the bugs aren't going to get it, and you're good to go. You have plenty of rice forever, or as long as you can foresee. And so, very highly recommend considering and then actually doing something, purchasing more than you need, because it is plentiful now. Now, if you wait until food shortages are occurring and you're walking into the grocery store and the shelves have half of what they normally have, and you decide that you're going to buy all the rice that they have, the 2 pound bags, you're going to buy 20 of them, and that's all they've got, that is called hoarding. Hoarding is wrong. Hoarding is taking more than your fair share in times of scarcity. Doing it now, you're not hoarding. You're being prudent. You're being smart. And so, I don't know how long I can beat a dead horse, because I've been talking about it for years. I was writing newsletter for the Gleaners for years. I was posting articles in the Alsea Valley Voice for years about food scarcity and emergency preparedness and all these sorts of things. And maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But y'all need to seriously consider getting out there and the things that you use on the daily, and whether it's the food or the teepee or the toothpaste, or you've got this skin thing that you have to have this special cream or whatever, you eat ibuprofen, 1,000 milligrams a day because your back bothers you. You need to get a bunch of it now. You know who manufactures most of our medicine? China. What China doesn't manufacture, India manufactures. And so with supply chains shutting down, where are you going to get your ibuprofen or your naproxen sodium or your Tylenol or your oxycodone or whatever it is that you need to survive? You need to get as much as you can of what it is you use daily now. Just 'cause. Prices are going up. So if prices go up, you're saving money. And if everything doesn't go to hell, you're a little bit ahead, right? And so for the next 2 years, you don't need to buy this and that and whatever, and you can spend your money on other stuff like, I don't know, video games. No, that would be the dumbest thing you'd do, is play video games and buy video games. But anyway, I hope that some of you are paying attention, and I hope that some of you are awake enough that you're doing what you need to do to prepare, because I can't do it for you. Your mama can't do it for you unless you're like 10. Then I hope so. I hope your mama's paying attention. Otherwise, you need to get up off your butt, do the things that you need to do, and prepare. And then start growing food. This is the season. You need to get seeds. You need to put them in the ground or in pots or in planters or whatever, and start doing it now. Because the moment that you open up your food storage, tick-tock, man, you got a year's worth of food. If you're not growing your own by the time that runs out, you're going to be hungry. So get on it now. I hope you all have a blessed evening.